Welcome back to Questing Time. I'm your host, Paul Foxcroft, and these are the titles. Imagine if you didn't run them at that point. Just look like a prick. Oh. Hey team, we're going to play more D&D, but in the past. This is part 2 of episode 2 of our Twitch live streams. The party is, we're just going to get straight into it. We're still experiencing some technical faults early on. Again, we didn't really know what we were doing. We left the party in the tailors trying to explore the rooftops. Batman style. I believe they're going to go and get some food from an Italian restaurant called Manganello's. Manganello's, of course, is named for Joe Manganiello, who you might know as the guy who plays Arkham the Cruel, or Krull, or loads of stuff in films. He's really buff. So, sit back, relax, and see what happens when 4 people who don't really know how to play D&D try to climb onto the roofs and explore. Enjoy.
If we've got to fight a lot of these zombies in one go, knowing that fire damages them might, even if it doesn't take one out.
We know that though because I killed one with burning hands.
You killed them before.
Ah, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think if
In fact, Rufus, you'd be Rufus. You're familiar enough. You know, like zombies are relatively. They're not immune to a lot of damage types.
I think we should
they're
concentrate on leading them away from us so we can get out into the square.
Well, I think we should go across the roofs because you said there's zombies in the square. But look at the map. Let's just go like Batman driving.
How alarmingly competent!
That's brilliant.
Can Rich get up the chimney though? He's
Well-
full size.
No, because you're small. Everyone else is medium.
All right, Father Ted.
Halflings are small.
Oh,
The chimney is small enough for a halfling to get up there.
Let's wake up the people who live here and ask how to get upstairs.
There is no upstairs.
Right.
There is an upstairs.
No, there
we
is.
just-
There is an upstairs.
Oh,
we
the
should
in
know
fact-
the
oh,
way
wait.
to it.
Yeah, there's another chimney stack on this roof map.
Yeah.
And you can see. Well, look, there's loads of chimneys, but you're on the roof of a second-story building.
Okay.
And yeah, there's a good bit of roof up here. The streets are quite wide. The streets are like there's a small side street to the back, but the main roads either side are about 10 foot across.
Okay.
10 to 15 feet.
We have a lot of rope.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of rope.
Yeah, I got rope.
So yeah, but Matt, you can. Wait, do you want to have a look in? Do you want to make a make an acrobatics check just to have a
Okay.
look into the window on the floor beneath you?
17.
17. Cool. You scoot to the edge of the roof, avoiding the loose tiles, and have a look down. And what you can see is it looks like it's a bedroom of a flat. It looks like it's a first floor flat over this building. And there's a bedroom immediately over the tailors, but there's nobody in it. It doesn't look like it's seen anyone in it for a little while.
Okay. So first of all, I relay that information back down the chimney to those
Okay.
guys.
Just
So-
shouting down a pipe.
I'm whispering. It's good
And
acoustics.
it echoes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
And
it's like one of those things at the science museum.
Can they get up to that bedroom without any?
Let's
No,
just smash
'cause
the ceiling.
The
The
bedroom doesn't
ceiling
connect.
is its floor.
There's a lot of loose tiles. If they can get up to the second floor, I can
Yeah.
probably loose open a hole so we can get Rich and everyone else up.
Okay, so are you smashing a hole in the roof?
No, I'm
Yeah.
removing tiles gently.
Okay.
Quietly.
Yeah, and then just dropping the tiles down to the guys below to catch and put neatly in a pile.
We're not there yet, though.
But
No.
you guys can get to the. If you can get
No,
to the
we can't.
upper floor,
You've
we
got
can
to get.
do this.
We
You've
can't
got-
get to the upper floor if we smash the ceiling.
Yeah, you've
'cause
got to
it's-
get. Sorry, you've got to get through the roof, and we've
Yeah.
got to get up through the ceiling.
We only
Yeah.
need a rich size hole.
So I say if we climb on each other's shoulders and then just cut a hole, like
there is absolutely a stepladder in the back room.
Okay.
Okay,
Why
so
don't
it's
we...
as sturdy as shoulders.
Also, as you go into the back room, so Rufus, you see there's the little kitchen space you were in beforehand.
Yeah.
And there's another room off to the side of that, which you reckon is the guy's bedroom.
Okay,
Oh,
let's go to the back room and let's see if there's any stairs that lead up to the next
Yeah.
floor.
okay. I
Okay.
get it. We should have
Enough.
perhaps investigated before we just tried to smash a hole in the ceiling.
Right. There isn't. There's the kitchen. There's the door out to the back, and there's a door to this guy's. There's a door to the privy, and a door to what you think is this guy's bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go in the bedroom.
Just bursting in. Great.
We
Well,
knocked. We should
No,
have
we don't burst in. We knock and gently honk.
Yeah.
Go, honk.
Honk, honk,
Oh.
honk, honk,
It's time
honk,
to get up.
honk.
Yep, sure enough. The door opens and a slightly bleary-eyed dwarf looks back at you, and you can see he slept on a sort of chaise longue, and in the bed is the gnome lady. She's still in bed.
Didn't miss her husband
covers
too
drawn up
much
over her.
then.
No, that's pretty quick
Well,
work.
Well, no, I've not slept. We didn't sleep together. That's
Okay.
Look, this is not
Okay.
really your place. What do you want?
Yeah.
And could you please
oh,
go
how
and
do we
get
get
some food?
upstairs?
Is there
Oh,
any way
why?
upstairs? Is there any way upstairs?
Well,
Because
not
we're
from
going
in
to
here.
go get food.
Right.
Right.
Well, I'm
Do you
sorry
need to,
about.
why do you need to get in the flat upstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Well, if you go out the back door, there's a staircase to your left.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's not going to work for us. So I'm sorry about
Well,
this.
There is
then
only 2
let's-
zombies in that back alley.
No,
In fact, Matt, if you hang on for a second, Matt, you look at the back alley. There are 2 zombies. One is clawing at the back door, and one is like 50 feet down the alley, shuffling around.
Matt,
Yeah.
can you start picking tiles off the roof and dropping them on the zombies?
I mean, I could throw them up the alley to create a noise. to
Make
get
a
them to the
noise.
back
I was going to
door.
say, because also I've got thaumaturgy, so I could.
I've got a cream for that, Briony.
No, I can make a sound from a point of my choice.
Oh, I think I.
So I could make a sound that sounds like, "Oh, I've got a juicy brain. Come and eat me."
I mean, I could use minor illusion to make like a guy who's just
Got a
based in
massive
himself.
brain
Yeah, just
with an
based in
X on it.
his head.
Yeah, we're gonna do those 2
I'll do
things
that.
together.
Well,
Yeah.
Bryony, you
It'll
need to
look
be
really
able to.
convincing.
Bryony, you need to be able to see where your illusion is going to be. Whereas Matt, you can see. It's got a 30-foot range.
Okay, then I'll leave.
I'm
Okay.
gonna put as far away from the door as possible that the
Yep.
zombies can see a man
So if you-
basing himself, going, "Oh, I'm so tasty."
with minor illusion, you can do either an image or a sound, and the image would be static.
I'm gonna do the
With minor
image,
illusion.
and I'm gonna throw a tile to get their attention to look at it.
Okay, cool. Make a deception check. You can have advantage.
Oh, natural 20. So
Oh, I got a natural one.
Wow.
Oh, and
As
plus
you
5,
well,
so
you move
25.
down to the corner of the roof, as far away from the door as you can. Create the image of a delicious man,
Mhm.
and smash some tiles on the street, and you see the zombie at the back door. The other one's too far away to have noticed this, but the zombie at the back door turns and, is like, "Ugh," and starts shuffling away from the back door towards
How-
the delicious image of a man.
How long would it take
Um,
him to? How much can I control this image, and how fast is this zombie?
You can't really control it once it's been cut. It's just like you get that image. The image maintains.
Okay, I'm
Um,
going to tell the guys what's happening, so they.
Then we should go
Um,
now, guys. We
yeah.
should go.
Yeah, well, you can
Upstairs.
see that you can see the zombies. You can hear and see the zombie moving away in terms of shadows under the door. Matt? What you
Yeah.
can thanks for whatever made this honk just then. Thank you for that. It's so loud, Matt. What you can also see is though the zombies are quite slow.
Yeah.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Success. The zombies are slow. What you can also see is you've drawn, I would say, about 10 of them from the town square
Oh yeah.
down towards this corner. So they are
Okay.
heading this way. You've got like about a minute because they're not fast.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Right. Meanwhile, the 3 of you, what are you doing?
We're going out the door, aren't we?
I think the 2 of you go first, and I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
I'm just
Are
going to
you
very
trying to
quickly.
get in the flat upstairs, or?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, do we have keys? Excuse me, gnome widow. I didn't learn your name. Do you have keys for the flat
Eleanor.
upstairs?
Also,
No,
your
Alana,
husband is not
Alana.
dead, we think.
Oh, gnome, not
Nope.
widow.
Alana is the human guard. No one has asked the gnome widow her name yet, but never mind. Her name is Helena. Helena
close.
Largo.
Helena, do you have
Yeah.
any keys for the flat upstairs?
No, I don't live here. We've aside from Casbanda, all of us live other places. We just barreled in here when the zombies turned up.
Okay, then I say we just go pick a lock, guys, and quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Speak
Worst
through.
case,
So-
I can drop you a rope.
the three of you, step out through the door, close it behind you, and you can see one zombie at the far end of the street to your left, shuffling around, hasn't seen you, hasn't noticed you. Another zombie quite near to you, about 20 feet away, but shuffling away towards a static image of a heavily basted human man. What you can hear is a sort of zombie growling noise getting a bit louder from the end of the street.
Has anyone got a dagger to do the cool where you just sneak up behind it in its brain? Just get that one done.
The stairs to your left.
That would be
Yeah.
What
good.
would you like to do?
Go up them really quietly.
Yeah, we'll go quietly.
Okay,
up.
Briony, make a stealth check, please.
12. No,
12.
13. Sorry, 13.
13.
Plus 4.
Great. You managed to make your way up to the top of the stairs. Richard and Rufus, you're both wearing heavy armor, so I'll take stealth checks from you at disadvantage, if you would.
Fuck. Always remove the armor.
Not when you're fighting.
Oh, except when you're fighting. Always wear the armor. Well, always base your choices on context.
Yeah.
10.
10.
9.
Oh, Christ. So, what happens is, the first step, Richard, as you put your foot on it, the stair just snaps beneath you with a sharp crack.
All right, now, Paul, I'm going
Yes.
to do thaumaturgy now
Right.
because I can see from the top of the stairs a bit further, right?
Well, you can see into the alley at all, yes.
So can I see, like, where the static image is?
Yes.
Is that going to, if I make a noise there, will it help or bring the zombies closer?
So the static image, you can make a noise on the other side of this zombie, because it's heard that crack and stopped and is beginning to turn around.
Okay, so if I want them not to come towards us, okay, then I'm going to make a noise the other side of it to distract it
Okay,
that goes,
what
oh,
noise?
my tasty, tasty brain.
Good noise.
Nice.
I don't think you can do speech with thaumaturgy.
Can you do
Okay.
Can
You can make-
Just a honk.
like really?
You can make
Oh,
you can make noises. Sound. You can make a honk. You make a honk sound. Sure.
Hey!
A goose honk
Yes.
rings out,
We got an
swinging
in-game
the
honk.
zombie's attention back to the end of the alleyway.
great.
Rufus, you also, however, slip and clang against the side of the building because you're basically wearing a drum kit. Briony, you're at the top of the stairs. You get to the top of this staircase, and sure enough, the door is locked. Richard's now at the top of the staircase with you, and Rufus is loudly making his way up the staircase. Each step, a cacophony of metal clashing noises
Okay.
as he screams, shh, really loudly somehow.
Do you want me to drop you guys a rope and loop it round the chimney stack?
Oh, yeah, we just climb right up to the roof. Yeah, why do we need to get into a flat? Let's just do that.
At the
We
end
only
of
need to
the
get
at the
into
end
a
of the
flat to
street
break a
where
ceiling.
at the end of the street where the distracted zombie is, he's reached the illusion, touched it, and the illusion has vanished. As 4 more zombies round the corner.
Yeah, let's drop the rope.
I'm going to
Drop
secure
it
it
like
to the
it's
chimney
right.
stack as well. So it's and it checked. It's a good chimney stack, so that's down to you guys now.
Yeah.
Okay. Can each of you make athletics checks with advantage just to climb that rope under some duress? I wouldn't usually make you roll, but you are in a bit of a rush. And it will matter if you fail.
Advantage.
Yeah, with
21.
advantage. Cool. 21, Rufus, you climb up that rope as if it were stairs.
You're right,
It's a
Ruff,
weird
I
thing.
see you. 15.
I got 19.
19,
Yeah.
all of you make it safely to the roof.
Come
Welcome.
on.
And then
to
we pull the rope
guys.
up.
Smart.
I've had a
We are the
scan
best
down
people in
the-
town.
Mm.
Yep. The Warm Chameleon, by the way, if I'm right, it's Curry Club today. So We should keep that
Ooh.
in mind later.
Should point out, just to be absolutely clear, the Warm Chameleon is not affiliated with Weatherspoons in any way.
Oh, you say
No,
that, but
we-
you don't hear them playing any music, Paul. So
Yeah, we know they're not affiliated with Weatherspoons in any way because even though there's a zombie outbreak, they've actually closed.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Matt, you've gotten quiet again, Matt.
Yeah,
Cope with it.
how's that?
bit better.
Bit better.
Bit better. I
A bit
can't
better.
do much else.
So you're all on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, give me a second. So you're on the roof. As you look at the town square, you can see down Paris Street to your right there is a massive fire. Another blaze off to your left.
Okay.
And behind Manganello's, there's another fire raging up near Brigstock Park. You can imagine Sausage Fairy, the real deal. Thank you so much. Also, one of the best usernames I've come across.
Can I
there's,
just
you can see there's a couple of fires.
Can I just check? Are all of the streets in this in this town named after people who have played Questing Time?
No, not all of
No.
them. Some of them haven't.
Okay.
What
Can I
about
get
the
just-
high road?
The High Road is
Yeah.
just a sort of rational name for a street.
Oh,
What about
Is it-
Stephen High, who played once?
yeah.
No, that's not a thing.
What about Matthew Highton? He's right
Oh.
here, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
True. But there's some other bit like there's some streets here named after like Chris Perkins and Jeremy Crawford, Matt Mercer, Gary Gygax. There's some other buildings named after people as well. But
Tim Martin, yeah.
Yeah. Emily
the people.
Sinkhole.
yeah,
yeah.
Hell of a player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Jeff Cornfield.
Oh, I love Jeff. Love Jeff.
yeah.
Jeff,
So
Jeff, if you
what's
watch
fun
it.
about this is the audience can't see this map. So
Yeah, okay, sorry.
stop doing these bits.
We
oh,
are
okay.
going to go across the roofs towards the Italian restaurant. Or does it look on fire? Should we
no,
go to
but
the
there's
pub?
a fire a couple of streets behind it, and quite
Right.
a big one.
How quick
Listen.
is it progressing?
We've got to get over Perkins Place. That's going to be our first main issue because that
Okay.
road is quite wide. So I think it's going to have to be throwing a rope and like shuffling
Yeah.
along it. But who is best placed to throw that rope?
Like a
I mean,
lasso. Does anyone have cowboy skills?
No, I'm the only one who's human, so I'm closest to cowboy. I would
Okay.
Okay.
by the traditional metrics of cowboys.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not just down, guys. What would this come under acrobatics? I've got +3, if that helps.
Oh, yeah, I'm good with acrobatics, but I don't
it
think rope
depends.
throwing is.
Well, rope throwing would be throwing stuff would be athletics, or
Okay.
alternatively, if you wanted to jump, then that would also be athletics. And if
Could-
memory serves, I can tell you what your jump distances are.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Could we
give me a
be
second.
thrown if two people either side throw one of the little ones in a sort of Lord of the
One
Rings?
you could one of you could fastball special the other. Yeah.
And if we tied a rope round that person and two through and one held on,
Yeah.
human or
I mean,
halfling or whatever
it's-
we are, grappling hook.
The
Yeah.
halfling is going. I mean, I'm telling you that
Yeah.
here
Yeah,
and
the
now.
halfling's going. This is a great plan.
Guys,
All right.
I just want to say
Halfling
before
grappling
we
hook.
do this,
Human
it's been an
catapult.
honor.
All right, so we tie the rope round the halfling's waist,
We checked
Yeah.
the knot.
Right.
and then
Jesus Christ. Yep.
And-
Blanks, Phillin, blanks. You
How are
don't
we
need to
gonna-
remember us to know that we're good friends.
Remember
Right.
me how I remember myself the past 2 weeks.
here's
Um,
can I suggest we do it this way, that the halfling, if hang on, who's got more strength, Claire or Jack?
I've got +2 strength.
I've got plus nothing strength.
Okay,
All right.
More about
can
the
we
music.
can we do something where the halfling runs at me, and then I, as he jumps, I give him like the big old under the
We
foot.
We know we're good at
Boot.
this, yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
how is that how we're going to get the most
Yeah.
distance on the halfling?
I've got +3 acrobatics.
Yeah, so we might be able to pull that off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paul,
fling
did
him.
you say how
Could
far
happen.
we could all jump? Can the halfling jump it?
No, probably not. Hang on a second. So, with assuming a running jump, in this case, you can
With a boost.
jump. Hang on. A number of feet up to your strength score. So the halfling, can jump. Where is he? 8 feet with a run. Jack can do about 15, and the rough knight could probably do about 17 feet.
How wide?
If you roll okay.
How wide?
And what about me?
It's about. Claire can do 10 feet. And the gap is about. It's between. It's hard to gauge it. You reckon it's somewhere between 16 and 20 feet.
What happens if we did rough with Jack giving the boost because he's the strongest,
and I give bardic inspiration?
We give him the rope, so me and Claire hold the rope.
Yeah.
So needs be. Yeah. And then
it's risky, but it might just work.
We can make like a thing to shimmy over.
Sure. So you can
wait,
do that.
Wait. Before we do this, how long is the rope?
50 feet.
Oh, we're fine.
You've got 50 feet of rope. Each of you have got that, so you're good.
Fine.
Okay.
Don't know what I was worried about.
Can I, before we do that, can I just ask one question? How far could I throw a halfling?
I will say this genuinely: you are not sure, having not done it before.
I'm willing to give it a try.
You reckon on a good day you should be able to get him there?
Yeah, on a good day though.
Today's a good day.
Today's a good day. Let's give it a go. Well, hold on. We've got 2 roads. Let's try one way, one the other.
Remember, Ruff is very hungover. That's all I'll say.
But he does his best work hungover.
The thing is, I have defense against poison, so I am hungover, but I'm still functional.
Yeah,
you're fine. All right, fine.
Let's do it.
Also,
we're going to throw the halfling.
Way up, so I'm quite confident here. Can we, before we do this, can we make a little distraction to pull the zombies away from if this goes wrong, where you guys can just pull me back up without them getting me?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We tie the rope round your waist before we throw you.
Yeah, obviously, and then if this goes wrong, we can get me back up.
Yeah.
As you say that, you hear a crash and the splintering of wood as you. The door to the flat downstairs has been broken down by a bunch of zombies who are clawing their way into it.
Oh no, guys! He's going to lose his deposit, isn't he?
Hang on a second. The only reason we're doing this is to get the people in that building food.
Yeah.
If the zombies are broken in.
They've broken into the flat above. The one below is protected.
Should we shout down the chimney to see if anyone?
Yeah, just to tell them stay quiet.
Yep.
We're going to shout, be quiet at them.
Paul, we shout, be quiet at them.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. We shout, be quiet.
You just hear, shut up from downstairs.
Okay, let's
Are they
go.
big enough to come up the chimney?
No. They're all, maybe the gnome lady could make it. Maybe.
Okay, wait.
At least...
hang on. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought they were going to the upstairs flat.
Sorry?
Who is in peril? Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, Matt, what were you saying?
Oh, sorry. So I thought they were going into the upstairs flat. So they're going.
The zombies have gone into the upstairs flat. You are shouting warnings to other people.
Yeah.
Okay.
The upstairs flat was empty, so
yeah,
we haven't caused the death of another person as of yet.
Great.
Is anyone
you have? You're just unaware of.
Oh gosh. Okay, guys, we gotta go. Let's throw the halfling.
We didn't know them.
We've talked about this.
Who is throwing the halfling? Somebody roll a fucking dice.
I'm throwing the halfling.
Yeah, Ruff, go for it.
Bad news.
Yeah. Oh, I did bardic inspiration.
Too late. He's already rolled.
No, but I said it ages back. I said I'd do it for this.
Yeah, we should get advantage for bardic.
Rufus, add a d6 to that roll.
No, it's not going to make a great deal of difference, but yes.
What did you roll on the d20?
4.
Okay.
It could have been worse. It could have been a 1.
But I get a +3, so 7, and now I get to add a d6, which is 4. So 11.
Right, okay. Matt.
Yes.
Matt, you are spun around by one arm and one leg. Thank you, Adam. By one arm and one leg. You're spun around on the roof by the rough knight. and hurled out into the alleyway, soaring majestically like Homer Simpson crossing Springfield Gorge. And it becomes evident that you are in no way going to make it.
I'm going to make
as
guys.
a clear like 6 foot from the edge of the building. You just start descending and falling. But the good news is there is a rope tied to you. The bad news is this means you slam into the side of the building at about a height of around 4 foot. So please take. You've basically fallen 20 feet.
Yeah.
So please take 4 damage, and a zombie that is down there gets to take a swing at you.
We start pulling him back up.
What is your? Thank you, Newt. What is your armor class, Matt?
It is 16.
Right, give me a moment. What am I adding? This I'm adding 3. That is a hit.
What's my core strength though? Because maybe I could hold my legs up.
Not super relevant. Please take another 4 damage as a zombie claws at your face.
I'm down
just
to
as the
5,
guys. The guys start pulling you up. Pulling you up the side of the building. How much damage did you take in total there?
I'm now down to 5. Can I, as I'm pulled up, can I make a roll to see if I can quickly pull my dagger and take that one zombie out?
You can make an attack roll against this zombie. I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
11. I just realised, Matt, before we threw him, Phillin Blanks was the only person who had any damage all day.
Yeah.
So we've really hurt you without having any
I can
combat
sleep off later.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
11.
What did you get?
11.
11. That is a hit. Roll your damage.
10.
10? Yeah. 10 damage from a dagger?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Plus 5. What was I supposed to be rolling? A 20?
You're not adding 5 to it.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, 15.
No, a D4.
Oh, sorry, idiot. Okay.
Your damage is a D4 plus 3.
Okay.
Like the most you could do is 7.
Okay, sorry. So I got 3 on the D4. But it says
it's really good with that dagger.
Okay. It says plus 5 on my dagger.
That's to hit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm back in the room.
And then your damage
is a separate thing.
Yeah.
Is a separate one.
Yeah.
Use the
So
the triangular pyramid one.
And I got a 3 on that. Yeah.
And that's
but if I get
3.
Surely if I get it in the head, it goes straight down. So it doesn't matter.
We haven't got it in the head. What you've done is thanks for the follow. What you've done is you've stabbed it in the shoulder with your dagger because you're flailing around upside down, like a sort of weird chicken being dragged up. By the way, is anyone pulling him up?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Who's pulling him up?
Jack, me, and Jack, because Ruff was throwing.
Can you
we were on
make
charge.
a strength check, please?
I can do gladly. Oh, it's a natural 20.
Great. So you pull him up.
I got 15.
Pull him up and deposit him on the roof. He is bloodied.
We have to immediately try that again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Bardic inspiration.
And I'll take a healing potion before we do it.
Sure.
Great.
Matt, you drink one of the healing potions. You regain 8 hit points.
Oh, I'm nearly back to full. I'm back to what I was last time we did this. Guys, has anyone got anything for Ruff to drink? He's a better thrower when he's drunk.
Can I also check? Does anyone have a bow and arrow? I really should have checked this before we threw
Most of you have a bow and arrow.
Do most of us have a bow and arrow?
Oh yeah, I have a crossbow. I have a crossbow.
Okay.
Should we do that with the rope?
No, let's throw the halfling.
You know what? People don't try plans more than once.
Yeah, exactly. Where's the will to succeed?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the commitment?
So, right, guys, we learned a lot last time.
I love this. Ruff just looks at the other two and with a half smirk on his face goes, I fucking love this halfling. and as I say halfling, I've just grabbed hold of him again and am windmilling round with his arm and his leg in my hand.
and I'm singing whilst this is happening.
What are you singing?
Hug me over there tonight. Hug me like your baby.
And are you giving me bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
She's
Claire?
playing the tune, mate.
I am indeed.
All right.
Because
so-
how I'm doing it is joining in the song. Hug
Yeah.
him.
What are you doing, Rich? What are you doing at this point?
I'm wiping a single tear from my eye. The beauty of the scene.
This time, using my strength of +3, I have pulled off a 20.
Great.
Ah.
Oh, so this time, Matt, you sail gracefully through the air, the rope whipping behind you. You land on the roof on the opposite side in a proper superhero landing. Dust flies up from beneath you. And you are now on the roof of a different building.
Yeah.
Across the first street.
Yeah. And
We're
then
the best
just to
people in
celebrate,
town.
I'm gonna pick up a tile, fling it at a zombie, and go, "Eat that, you flipping idiots!"
Make an attack
Just for
roll.
fun. What, sorry?
Make an attack roll against that zombie.
Okay. 15.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Do you want me to damage it?
I'll take care of that over here. Don't know how much damage a roof tile does. Let's call it a d6.
Sharp one.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
6
lot like
damage.
a dragon.
6 damage to a random zombie. And the roof tile just sticks into its face, like here.
Random
be-
to us, but to its mother.
Yeah.
No,
If
that's
I
very
know
true.
these things
Fair
as well,
thought.
once you've made something stand out, you'll see that again later.
Yes.
That's just a little nice thing. Okay. I'm now going to secure the rope to my chimney stack. If you guys do the same and make it taut, you can shimmy across.
Very sexual.
If it's
Um,
50 feet as well, we could probably, if you can fling the other end of the rope to me, we can probably tie that both ends at my chimney and then pull it back over when we're done.
Oh, very clever. So we can get the rope back as well.
Yeah, it's long enough. As long as you can fling me that rope and I catch it,
Oh.
I can make a nice, like a,
Like
Yeah.
yo
Yeah.
sushi.
yeah,
Hang
like
on.
a yo sushi.
Wait, no, that's not how this is going to work. You have to wrap it round a chimney and throw it back to us because
No,
this is where
No,
we've
we've
got to
already got it our side.
Yeah, but if we're going to wrap it round so that we can retrieve
it's attached to me already. So if I attach that end and then you loop it round the other chimney and throw me the other end, then we've got
Then-
a perfect loop. Yeah.
yeah, but we've
So
only
we
got
can keep the rope.
we've only
when
got
we're
two
done.
ropes. We've only got 2 ropes to cross, and while we've got a rope up there, don't we want to keep that rope in situ?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Oh,
we've each
yeah, we
got a
should
rope.
leave it here. That's a good point. 'cause we've
Leave it
got
here
more
so
than
we
one
can
rope.
quickly get back, and we haven't got to do all this every time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Smart actually.
Yeah, that's
Damn it.
rough. You
What
should
do we
drink
draw?
all the time.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay. Got you?
Okay, now, the 3 of you need to get across this rope.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that?
Is
I can
is
attach
our
mine.
roof slightly higher than the other one at all, or is it like the same?
It's right. It's about the same height. It's much of a muchness.
So we
They're
can
not
zip
exactly the same, but there's a.
Can't we just
I would like to
old-fashioned
go
like
across-
do one of those along it? Yeah,
Yeah.
Do one of what?
you know
Yeah.
where you just
The army
do that.
thing.
Yeah.
You can. That would get that. So you can go. What's the word? You can climb with you dangling beneath it, which will do you for athletics, or you can try and tightrope it for acrobatics.
Oh,
Well, let's each
I'm-
have a go.
Wait.
As
Yeah.
So
the
someone's going to be
amazing Claire,
tightroping.
I definitely want to tightrope.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing.
I'll say this now. If there is honking during this process, you will be interfered with by a horrible goose.
Doesn't mean we shouldn't do it, gang. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
we shouldn't do it.
Who's going first?
I will.
Okay, make an acrobatics check. Don't roll badly.
I think I did all right.
What'd you get?
14?
Is that with your modifier?
Yeah.
Great. In which case, yes, you
I'm gonna do this
one
while
foot
you
in front of
come
the
over.
other, just like Marcus Brigstock in Barnum, if anyone saw that. Then you manage to tightrope walk from one building to the next without any issues whatsoever and without any geese hassling you. Who is next, Richard or Rufus? Is it Jack or the Rough Knight? Also, Briony, when you dismount, you do a backflip.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice,
Could
nice.
the rope technically suspend them both at the same time?
You could chance it, yeah.
Just saying, how you
Can
going
we
to
do?
do that, guys?
I'm gonna do. It's true. Well, we have to do a routine, like a 2-person routine.
Honking, I hear.
You could, if you're confident, hold each other's arms and lean out. And
Thank you,
Oh
Adam.
yeah.
yeah, hold.
Oh, that would be
Adam.
good. Yeah.
Hang on a second. Adam Larter, who would you like to send your goose at? Would you like to inconvenience Richard or Rufus? And also, just to speak to a point, you saw Marcus Briggs looking Barnum. He fell off. Yep, it's in the script.
You could do, in Dirty Dancing when they dance backwards and forwards on a log.
Oh yeah.
You
Nice.
guys could have that moment.
And Rufus,
Matthew.
you could make him focus by going, good gum.
Matt,
Good.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. As out of nowhere, a goose with the face and voice of Adam
Motherfucker.
Larter flies at you on the roof.
I am Adam Larter, I'm a goose. Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw. A goose cannons into you. Make a dexterity saving throw to not fall to your
I've
death.
got 14 plus 3, so 17.
17. The goose knocks you over onto your back, and you roll down the side of the roof, catching yourself on the gutter. You are hanging over the town square, and a lot of zombies beneath you start reaching upwards and going, ah!
I'm going to grab him because I'm on the same roof as him and pull him up.
You get a 17. You pull between the two of you, you get him back on the roof. Meanwhile, Richard and Rufus,
I just want to
who's going
say,
first?
why is it always that geese attack me at the worst time? I don't know what I did to them. Hate crimes.
I'm just gonna. I look. I think there's a funnier way of doing this, but for the sake of it, I'm literally just gonna grab hold of the rope and drag myself across. I'm super
Make an
strong. It's
athletics
gonna be a piece of piss. Make an athletics check. Will do.
And do I have
I-
unlimited bardic inspiration, Paul?
You have 3 a day. You've used 2.
Oh,
So, wait,
I
Oh,
reckon
look
you
at
can
this.
do this. You're doing it the safe way.
My athletics is. I know I could have been more exciting. Sorry, but I've made 24.
24. Yeah.
Oh,
You
nice.
somehow do this one-handed.
Okay, and while I'm doing that, I'm flicking the V's at zombies underneath me.
Sure, you can have inspiration for that. Please have a lemon.
Richard's just had.
Am I
a
up?
Richard, it's up to
for
you.
his
You're up
second
now.
eye.
Okay, well, I'm gonna also athletics it because boringly I've checked my sheet, and if I did acrobatics, I'd be doing it at -1, which, while it would be courageous, could be stupid. So I'm gonna copy Rufus and do that.
I think we just found out what would be written on your crest as well. Whilst courageous might be stupid.
I'm still going to imagine it's Dirty Dancing, even though it's just him crawling in a rope and go,
dancing. So just
Yeah.
listen
exactly.
to the rhythm. Don't be scared.
yeah.
Rich, what did you get?
16.
Okay, yep. You are hugging the rope. You've got your feet crossed over over the rope. Your hands pulling yourself along, and you very slowly and carefully make your way across the street.
Can I
And
shout?
nothing bad happens.
I shout at the zombies, I was careful about this.
Good. They seem at best indifferent to your level of care.
Let's really
And so-
peg it.
Yeah. Let's get.
So
This has taken us about 3 hours. Let's get a
Yeah.
yeah, we are an hour. We're over an hour and a half into the stream, and you have crossed a road.
Yeah.
Um,
And those people we promised food are hungry, and they ain't had nothing for 3 days, and I'm a bit peckish just from this morning. So,
yes.
Yeah.
So let's just run straight round to the onto the roof that borders onto the high road, and
Yeah.
get ready to
Well,
throw
actually,
this
you can-
halfling again.
From where you're at, I'll tell you where you're at now. You are currently on the roof of an old. It's an abandoned. It looks like an abandoned theatre. There's 2
Hey,
private
definitely,
residences.
definitely haunted.
There's a lot more of that than there used to be. Let me tell you.
Yeah, there's 2 private residences you cross, and then the last one just right by the. Thank you, Rob. The last building before you get to the high road is. It is. Let me just look at my list. It's number 1. It is. It's called Finley's Costa, and it's a sort of greengrocers. And on the other side of the high road is a cafe by the name of just called The Corner. But that's the windows are smashed, and there's a lot of blood outside of that, so it doesn't look like it's in. It doesn't look like it's currently serving.
I'm not even stopping. We're running across these roof tiles. Sorry, tiled roofs even. And as we run, I turn and grab the halfling, lash my rope round his waist, all in one fluid move that fits immediately onto a knot. And as it ties, I've just got the back of him, and I am going to hurl him straight over the high road. We're using the momentum.
Also, when that happens,
sure,
I'm going to flip in the air, look back at Ruff, give him a double like.
Yes, mate. Double finger gun.
Sure. Rufus, make an athletics check with advantage to throw this halfling.
Hang on, you cut out there. I'm making an athletics check with advantage.
But with advantage, because that looks
take
cool.
the best one.
I love how we have one plan and we're doing it again and again.
Yes.
Yeah, it works.
It's great. If it ain't broke.
What does the advantage mean again? Remind me.
You roll twice and take the best one.
Exactly.
Don't forget to add your strength modifier.
Thank God for that. Okay.
Also,
and you're rolling the d20.
What did you get?
Yes.
What did you get?
It's a 20.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so all of that stuff that you just described happens. Matt, as you are crossing the street, in the middle of the street, there's just an upsurge of doves flying around you like John Woo. You step on one of them and backflip further into the distance. You land. There's 2 chimneys on the opposite side of the roof, and you punch through one of them. It explodes in a shower of dust, and then you just loop the rope around the other one.
Yeah.
And off the back of that 20, I'll let everyone just scamper across this onto the next roof because it's quicker that way.
when I land as well, I whisper,
Great.
Doves cry, I fly. That's what I whisper.
Yeah, nice.
So you're on the cafe is a 2nd-story building. You're on the roof of that. Ahead of you is a taller building, so you can see windows ahead of you. And this you can see from the front of the building. This is the town hall.
Have we got to the restaurant yet? The Italian
the restaurant's on the other side of the town hall.
Okay. So
but we are on the roof of a terrace, so we now can get to the restaurant.
Yeah, but my point is the town hall is like 2 more stories higher.
Oh,
okay. So we have to.
What about the greengrocers? Was it stocked and fine?
And you can't really see into it. It's on the south side of the high road.
So here's what I might suggest. Now that we're going to have to get over the town hall to get into the restaurant. Yeah.
You don't have to go over it. You could go through
it.
It's a classic bear hunt
going through
scenario.
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, all I was going to say is, are we worth leaving 2 people doing that, and then at least one other person going back over the ropes and telling everyone who's in that house that we know was starting to get overrun with zombies that they need to get up onto the roof and just come with us, because there's no point us taking the food back to them if they're all dead.
No, but they're in a protected house. The flat upstairs isn't protected, but they're a safer place if the restaurant isn't protected.
Okay,
Can we see the house from here, Paul?
Which
does the house still look all right?
The original one.
The house.
The
It's
one
not a
below.
house. You can see looking back from here. You can. It's not a house. It's a tailor's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no zombies swarming it. It's not a normal there's zombies milling around in the courtyard. And you got because you're not being quiet about this. There's quite a lot of zombies immediately beneath you in the street following you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite angry because they've been flipped off a lot over this, I imagine. So
There's been quite a lot of that.
Paul, can I ask what is the distance between Monticello's, if that's what it was called,
Manganello's,
and exactly opposite the square, Would a crossbow bolt get from one to the other?
It is, give or take, about 100 feet. And give me a second. Let me just check the range on a crossbow. For argument's sake, let's say, as long as you don't have to be precise with it. Probably would.
I'm looking through everybody's equipment. Has anyone got a crossbow?
I've got a crossbow.
I've got a crossbow. Also,
it'd be a slightly trickier shot because it's just outside of a comfortable range. But it's well within. Like you could, the bolt will travel that far. No sweat.
Can I just check? Because I've forgotten. Last week we got a orb that we used to destroy some things, but we had another scroll. What was that?
Oops, shit. You had a scroll of chromatic orb, and you now have a still have a scroll. You have a scroll of a spell called Lesser Restoration, which is used to alleviate conditions like paralyzed or blinded or stuff like that.
Could it be used to give undead zombies human legs so they can't communicate between them?
No. Also, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard anyone suggest in a game.
Nothing out of the box.
Shall we try going through the town hall? Because if it's 2 floors up higher, does the front door of the town hall look damaged?
Yes, hugely.
Oh.
Okay. So can we see into the town hall?
You can see. Yeah, there's no blinds or anything. It looks there's a floor of it's a room. It's an office space. It's empty.
Is there anything that catches
there's
our
just
eye
like
that
desks.
might be of interest in there?
Make a perception check, please. Just Matt.
Oh yeah, boy.
What'd you get?
20.
20. Great. In which case, you look through. There's a few desks with some random paperwork on them. There's inkwells, quills. There is a dark stain under the. There's a door that leads out of this room into the town hall proper. There is a dark stain issuing forth from beneath that wall, that door.
So like a shadow.
Me says avoid.
Can everyone see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're on the building closest to the statue's head.
You are.
Yeah.
The town hall is the irregular shaped building immediately north of that.
So the building at the 9 o'clock of the town hall, have we got any way of getting over onto that building? So could we go round the back of the town hall?
What about the pub, the warm communion?
Could. The pub's on the other side of the square. So if you look at the square, the pub is the black outlined building at 1 o'clock.
And the Italian restaurant is the one literally on this same block.
What about
opposite the pub? Yeah.
Do you remember our original plan? What if am I now close enough to the statue's head to mage hand drumstick her head so that the zombies go towards the drumming and then they'll be out of the town hall and we can scoot through?
You can. Well, let me put it this way: you can certainly now try this.
Mm-hmm. Let's try it. Let's see if they like drumming like they did in my dream.
Great plan.
I trust you.
Okay, Briony, make. Oh, this is a weird one. So you're going to make an Arcana check, but instead of using your intelligence for that, you are going to use your dexterity. So you're going to instead roll this at
+4.
+4. Yeah.
15.
15. Okay. You conjure a ghostly hand made out of ethereal mist. It grasps the drumstick and floats down to the head and just starts whacking the head of this statue. And it is quite loud. It's percussive. You see a lot of the zombies in the area turn to face it and start wandering towards the statue. They clearly don't really comprehend what it is, but they're drawn to the sound. And what you've done is you've basically cleared out the floor. You've cleared out about 20 foot of floor directly in front of the cafe and in front of the town hall, and you're bringing all of the zombies to the sort of the left, sort of center. If you imagine the town square as a stage, that all of the zombies are coming sort of center stage left, and near the top of the high road.
So,
and there's also conservatively there's about 40 zombies.
Jack,
Yes. Rough.
Do you fancy having a crack with the old sacred flame while they're in a clump like that? See if we can scorch a few off.
I don't
can
have
support you
sacred
as well.
flame, but-
I've
but I
got firebolt, and I've also got the chaos bolt. So
I can throw a guiding bolt at them. I can light them up.
I think you have got sacred flame.
Do I?
It's
I've got.
on your spells list, cantrip.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cantrips aren't
Well,
very
I'll do-
strong, though, are they?
I've definitely got guiding bolt, which is like also will light them up as well.
And
Either way,
like I say, I can support you with firebolt.
All I'm saying is, while they're all clumped together like that, should we try and set them on fire? And that's
Yeah.
really the
I'll say
detail of
this,
it.
the sacred flame would
The
affect
detail of it-
one of them,
Oh.
Okay.
unless you had an accelerant.
Did you bring
Right.
the dwarf drink with you?
I know I should have bought some of the dwarf drink.
oh damn it!
But what else do we have in our things? Because don't we have stuff in our equipment, guys? Check
You-
your
you-
backpack.
Yeah.
Can I empty a tinderbox onto them, Paul?
No, that would be
I've got a flask of oil.
Oh, that's
that
a
might
good one.
that might be helpful.
Mm-hmm. So could we get that? Yeah.
You got a
if we
flask of
could
oil?
Do this where one of us throws
Okay,
it and the other
in my
crossbows it.
possessions,
Yeah.
I've got a piece of banner. So if you've got a flask of oil and I've got
That's
a piece of banner, then we
Molotov,
could make a
motherfucker.
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah.
Which famously has
Let's-
never gone wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's light them up.
Yeah. Let's Molotov this.
Sorry, Beck Hill has just said it's fun if you imagine that sacred flame is an STD.
She's right.
Keep
She
telling
is.
us, I don't have it.
Let's Molotov them. Like, how far are they, Paul? Can we realistically hurl this? Can Ruff hurl this at them? Or do we need to?
You absolutely can.
Okay, I'll give you my oil to Molotov them. I've got some. I've got a tinderbox so we can do it properly. You just got to say something cool as you throw it. Also, I'd like to now use prestidigitation.
It's
so-
hard to say.
Yeah, it really is. Just so when he throws it, he gets some anime lines behind him, so it looks really cool.
I'm going to delete a piece of banner from my possessions list.
Yep, sure.
And I'll take my oil out.
Grand. Okay. So yeah, you hurl. Let's use the same rules as a flask of acid, because that seems to be about equivalent to this. So you hurl this thing at the zombies. I need you to make an attack roll, please, Matt.
Yeah. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse today.
Yeah.
Is that a 20?
Yeah.
Boom! It certainly
2 in a
is.
row.
Come on.
Wonderful.
And even though I'm
Sit
not
down,
In
you-
which case,
still do
yeah.
it. Still do it. They call that the Fonzie now.
No, they used to call it the Fonzie. Now they call it the Philly.
Yeah.
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 Firing
So-
blank.
So I'm gonna make these guys.
I'm the zombie.
gonna make these guys do
Fonzie,
one
guys.
roll.
That's my catchphrase. Phillin, who's he? He's the zombies Fonzies.
All right, I make dexterity save for these zombies, but at disadvantage. That's a 3. So okay, what happens is you smash this on the back of the head of one of the zombies, but it sprays flaming oil over about 10 of them, and they're not like reacting to what's the word?
Being on fire?
The fact that it's burning, but they're clearly confused by it, and a lot of them they're burning up. You can see they're definitely taking damage from this. They're also milling around and stumbling into each other and spreading some of the fire around. So yes, there's now a lot of burning zombies in the town square, milling around. The fire is also clearly messing with however it is they navigate, because they're now like milling around aimlessly.
Can I just
without
say
any
at this
clear
point,
focus. Also, some of the other zombies are attracted to the flames.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Can I just say at this
Come on.
point, I love the smell of burning zombies in the morning.
Yes.
Thank you for the
I feel
honks.
like we just exploded the main.
Cool.
Yeah, man. We just Independence Day this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Can
you're
we just-
congratulating yourselves, thank you, Wizard buys a hat. As you're congratulating yourselves, one of the flaming zombies staggers into the cafe beneath you, trips over and falls into it. And you hear a satisfying loud...
Uh-oh.
Wait, is that the building we're on?
Yes.
Yeah, we could start running towards that town hall window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So as the flames go up behind us, we start running towards
Oh no,
that
the
town
building isn't just exploding, but there is now a
Oh.
fire on the ground floor.
Okay.
hall. We gotta
is
hurry.
Is it worth us trying to salvage any of the food from inside? Or I mean, I've just looked. I could have given the people my rations, but hey ho.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't. I don't know why any of you didn't do that.
Oh my god, yeah. We've
I
got
didn't get a
rations
good
for
vibe
days.
from them. To be,
You're carrying so much food.
Yeah,
Should we hop
we
back
could-
across the
We
ropes
could have
and
just
just
knocked
hand
up
them
some
our
rat
food?
Well, in for a penny. You're almost
Could
at the
do.
restaurant now.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
yeah.
promised them a nice
Italian
Italian
restaurant.
meal. We need
If
to
I've
get them a
learned
nice
anything in the
Italian meal.
crisis, guys, you can never have enough food. So there
Yeah.
you go.
That's true. Yeah.
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 I think if we just make sure we don't tell them that we had food the whole
No,
time.
let's not mention that.
I was just at one point just eating.
I love the idea. I love the idea that during this, as you watch the building you're on burn, each of you just stops and has a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Can I-
tutting. Just like looking at it.
Should have thought of it.
Can I get
Should have thought of it. Oh.
Okay, how are we getting into this town hall? We've got to get through a window. I'm going to say it. We've got a good system. I'm happy to wrap myself in a blanket and go through a window.
Go for
Oh,
it.
you've got a bit quiet again, Matt.
I said we've got a good system to get in places. I'm happy to
Yeah.
wrap myself in a blanket and go through a window.
Sure.
Shall we just see if the
Before we-
windows open?
No, we could do that. I assume there's
And
a
also,
gap.
if there's anything on the other side.
There's an office on the other side with a disconcerting dark stain issuing from beneath the door.
Oh, it hasn't gone.
The
dark
stain.
stain-
The
yeah.
stain
Assume
No,
window.
I
it's
assume
stain.
blood. Yeah.
Oh, I
When-
thought that was a funny word for shadow. Never mind.
Okay.
When,
A different word.
when we were
Oh, my
knocking
my
on the
stain
statue's
is really
head,
long today.
when we were knocking on the statue's head, did we see any zombies come out of the town hall and join them?
Yeah, well, you saw one.
All right, well, let's have a crack. Come on, we're going to end
Yeah,
up having
we're
to
gonna
fuck up
get
some
them there
zombies one way or
somehow.
another.
Right.
How are we
okay,
getting
so,
in then?
Rufus, what are you doing?
I'm just going to literally run and jump and smash through this window.
Jesus Christ.
nice.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Can you take a rope with you, please?
Oh, yeah. There's a. Well, no, but we're on the same level, aren't we?
Well,
So it's
Make
just
an
running through
athletics
the
check.
window. I'm taking athletics check. Oh, hang on. I'm just double checking.
What did you get?
My athletics is a +5. I rolled an 18. So that is
Ah.
a 23.
23. Great. You run, ball up, and just smash through this window. You
Yeah,
land.
man.
You land. As you come down, you smash through the middle of a desk, just splintering it up, and just continue with all the momentum you've got, charging through this office, knocking office furniture out of the way. And instead of running through a window on the other side, you just plow through the wall, like at the beginning of that James Bond movie when they're doing parkour. Leaving a dwarf-shaped hole in the wall, Wile E. Coyote style.
Big fan.
Watching
you're now
this, I take a
basically on the
pause
roof
from
of the
eating my
restaurant.
sandwich. and go,
Sorry.
You're
I just
basically
pause
now
eating
on the
my
roof of the
sandwich.
restaurant.
Oh,
Great.
cool.
Great.
Great.
Can we
Yep.
follow him?
Yeah, we'll
through
follow
that
him.
Yep,
Yeah.
you absolutely can.
path? Yeah.
We'll do that.
And we make the same shape as he made as we go through the gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
each
Like
do
that,
that. yeah.
that dreadful game show, The Wall.
Yeah, whoever would have been on that, eh?
Have you been on the wall? Oh, mate.
It was actually very good fun.
It does look like soft play for grown-ups.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the
Except
tagline of the show.
Except in a spotlight onesie.
Right, so you're now on the roof of Manganello's, the quasi-Italian restaurant. Only not Italian, but I don't know what the equivalent is in D&D terms. Luscan? Sure.
Well, let's quietly take some tiles off this roof to get a hole into the ceiling.
Are you
That's
just
what we
smashing
do.
through the roof?
Yeah.
How big's their chimney?
Yeah, let's go with chimney.
It's
Yeah.
really big.
Oh, is there any fire at
Pizza
the
oven.
bottom of it?
There is no fire at the bottom of it.
All right,
All
let's just smash off the top of the chimney, tie a rope, and clamber down.
Well, there you have it. That's what exploring the rooftops Batman style looks like. It looks like pushing a halfling into a chimney. And if you'd like to find out what happens inside the restaurant, you can do that by simply watching part 3 of episode 2 right now. There'll be a link in the description, but I think YouTube just autoplays stuff. I don't know how it works. If you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe, and have a little look around the channel. It's not just live play stuff, although God knows there's plenty of that coming. There's also me talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and maybe me talking about something else. Probably not a lot of that. Look, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you for watching, and stick around and watch episode 2, part 3. It's fun. And dumb. It's really dumb. Bye, friends. A pew pew.